Whenever I heard it, I felt like offering him a cup of tea. Our appointment was in a very rural area outside of town. Here, the homes were separated by several acres, interspersed with farmland. I noticed all the properties along this stretch of road bordered New York State parkland. Dense stands of evergreens reached for the sky, creating puddles of green at the base of the gray-blue Catskill Mountains. Destination on the left. A long gravel driveway dotted with pine trees brought us to a modern log cabin home, complete with soaring roof and oversized glass windows nestled in a slight valley. Mari's big brown eyes opened wide. Very nice. I had to agree with my technician. This place was stunning. The builder had cleared a strategic part of the wooded property, exposing the killer mountain view. Off in the distance, a narrow dirt road ran parallel to a crumbling stacked stone wall that separated the adjacent fields before it disappeared into the parkland, probably a service access trail of some sort. I slid the stethoscope out from behind the mirror, retrieved my doctor's bag from the crowded back seat, and followed Mari to the front door. Before I could ring the doorbell, we heard a menacing growl from inside. A human eyeball stared at us through a round peephole cut into the massive entry door. Knowing some people out in the country were a little skittish about strangers appearing on their doorstep, I waved a greeting. "Hi, I'm Dr. Kate Turner from the Oak Falls Animal Hospital." Before I got most of the words out, the heavy alder door opened, and a slim young woman in jeans and a sweater greeted us over the barking of a large gray and white Malamute. "Samantha Miller, come in, please. Stand down, Jack." Obviously well-trained, the dog immediately quieted down, although a suspicious rise of hair along his hackles remained. We pushed past the big dog, who was intent on sniffing us and vigorously poking at various private parts through our coats. "Cut that out, Jack." Samantha held her dog's muzzle for a moment, then let go. An apologetic look rose in his dark, doggy eyes. "You have to forgive him. We don't get a lot of visitors." The cozy smell of freshly brewed coffee perked me up. Jack stayed close to his mistress, the top of his head coming up to her waist. As we moved into the kitchen area, I was struck by how beautiful the inside of the cabin was. The ceiling rose to a crazy height, with gigantic peeled logs spanning the entire length of the house from one end to another. A two-sided stacked fieldstone fireplace soared up to the roof. The open kitchen gleamed with stainless steel appliances and polished gray granite. White walls and dark wood floors unified the spaces. A vision of the chipped laminate countertops and old yellowed appliances in my rental apartment flashed into my mind, along with my student loan payment schedule. Oh, well, someday. Mari stood thunderstruck. "Do you live here alone?" "Only on weekdays. My husband works in the city, but he's here late Friday through Monday morning." Samantha didn't seem to resent my assistant's rather personal question. "I work for a software company, so all I need is the internet and my computer." I glanced again at the Malamute and observed a clump of fur sticking up along his back. "So, is Jack my patient? He looks pretty healthy." At the sound of his name, the handsome dog turned toward me, the black mask of his face expectant. "Yes, I feel horrible." His owner reached out and immediately Jack nuzzled her hand. "I didn't notice anything until last night when I touched his back right there." She made a gesture toward the spot I'd noted. "Well, let me take a look." Mari stepped in and held the approximately 85-pound dog while I began my exam. After quickly determining his general health, I started walking my gloved fingers through his thick coat. As soon as I separated the sticky hairs, I knew we had a problem. "He's got a jagged laceration here that's infected." "Oh, no." His owner sounded guilty. "Are there any barbed wire fences around that he could have slipped under?" Malamutes and Huskies are breeds notorious for taking off and exploring, often without their owners. "There's a whole length